Brett Trotman, Physical Laboratory Director. Standing in front of our freestall machine that we use to evaluate concrete aggregates for concrete pavement. And we're in the process of testing all the sources in the state of Missouri. Right now it's in thaw mode, so we're near the end of the thaw mode, so he's about to shut the lid. Then about a minute later, it'll go into the drain mode. All the water will drain out, and then it will go into the freeze mode. And this freezer will drop down to 0 degrees. And it'll stay there for about an hour and a half almost. And then it will thaw out again, and it will pump 40-degree water in and thaw the beams out. And this machine does almost 9 cycles a day. So it's a rapid freezing and thawing. So take the beam out of the freezer, dry it off. So it's what we call surface saturated. Gonna get a length measurement. If we do get any damaged aggregates, it will crack, which will make the beam actually grow. And then next, we get a weight change. And after you get the weight, the last thing we're gonna do is measure the frequency through this beam. So we have a device that's a driver that's actually tapping the side. And then we got a pickup sits on the other end. And then we use this oscilloscope to determine the frequency. And if we do have damage, the frequency will drop because the frequency will be dampened by a crack or an air gap. With the recent increase in funding, we need to make sure that we get the full design life from our concrete pavements, which currently is 45 years. Currently, we will reach out to the districts, identify all the quarries that have not yet been tested, and then they prioritize, if they're quarries that do a lot of work for us, then they get precedence. If the quarry that does very little work for us, we will eventually test them, but we're going to focus on the ones that we deal with that provide aggregate on a consistent basis. Get the aggregate here, get about 15 bags, canvas bags, about 50 pounds a bag, so we're talking 700 plus pounds. 2 bags, we'll run all the physical properties on to kind of make sure, get the LA, abrasion, microdevolve, water alcohol, which is a MODAT test method, soundness. We'll run bulk-specific gravity absorption, check the deleterious contents, just to make sure that the aggregate matches the history. The aggregate will be dried, so in case it comes in wet, we don't have a bunch of bags on the shelf that can mildew. And then we'll actually develop a mix design. We'll batch it up, try to replicate the typical water-cement ratios that we'll see. Concrete is aggregate, coarse and fine, cement, and water. If you don't have those three, you don't have Portland concrete.